Hello, this is Janet Garcia with Inspiring Radiance based out of Palm City. And so today I wanted to do a video on body confidence and weight loss. And so this is going to be a EFT tapping script, and EFT stands for the Emotional Freedom Technique. So if you are not familiar with the Emotional Freedom Technique, please see my introductory to EFT video. I will be posting a link to it in the comment section. Otherwise, you can try to just follow along. You may be a little lost as far as why we're tapping on certain points and what the Emotional Freedom Technique is all about. But understand that this is a technique that helps you release any negative charges, any negative events, any negative emotions that your body is holding on to, while also releasing those negative beliefs that are weighing you down. And so I want to do this on body confidence and weight loss because 74% of women in the U.S. are said to have an issue with their body confidence, not feeling comfortable in the skin they're in, wanting to lose weight because they don't feel good about themselves. And so that number to me is huge, and so I definitely want to address it in this video. And so the first thing I want to say is that I'm going to give a disclaimer, because many times when women have a weight loss struggle or a body confidence struggle, it is signs of a deeper issue. And so what I mean by that is the weight is simply a symptom of something else that has either happened to you or that has gone on in your life. And what I mean by that is think of it like a tree. So the weight is a symptom, is like the leaves. And so if we were trying to address, if we were trying to cut down a tree, we would, of course, cut down the tree at its roots. And so addressing your weight loss, just the weight, is like trying to cut down a tree by just cutting down the leaves. Obviously, those leaves are going to come back. It's going to continue to be an issue for you. And so if you continue to struggle with weight, with a yo-yo diet, losing the weight, gaining the weight, losing the weight, gaining the weight, kind of going back and forth, then of course that is a clue to you that your body is letting you know that there's something deeper that you need to feel. And so of course the only way that we get rid of the tree is by clearing out the roots. And clearing out the roots would indicate clearing out those deep-seated issues, beliefs about yourself, the experiences that have happened in your life that have caused you to feel the way that you feel about yourself. And so that is what we're going to be addressing today. And so the disclaimer is this: if you have any trauma, whether it be sexual trauma, whether it be other traumatic events in your life, and you have not worked through some of that, then I would caution you when doing this video, because you could be triggered. And so if you do not have the appropriate supports in your life to really address that, then I would really caution you on doing this video. If you feel that you are capable of doing it, then of course you know yourself best. Go through the video. As you're tapping and you notice things come up for you or it starts to feel too overwhelming, I would ask you to pause the video, really take care of yourself, take some deep breaths, reach out to a friend, do something so that you are not, feeling like you are stuck in it. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. We are going to go ahead and get started at the karate chop point. I'm going to have you repeat after me. And again, it's going to sound like you're saying a lot of negative. That is because we have to release it. Those are negative beliefs that we are holding on to that we have to release. And so if the language that I am using does not feel like it fits, please change it for whatever feels appropriate for you. So I'm going to go ahead and start at the karate chop point. I have struggled so long with my weight. I choose to acknowledge myself in a loving way. There are days I love my body, and there are days I feel ashamed of how I look. I choose to acknowledge how I feel. I've struggled with loving and accepting myself. Today, I choose to acknowledge these feelings and lovingly work towards accepting myself. We're going to go to the eyebrow, My weight is such a struggle. Side of the eye. I've tried so hard. Under the eye. When I work out and I eat healthy, then I lose the weight. Under the nose. But then something happens and I lose my motivation. Chin. All the weight comes back and then some. Collarbone. And then I feel pretty crappy about myself. Under the arm. If only this was easier. This weight loss struggle. Go ahead and take a deep breath and release. And I'm going to ask you to do a body scan. Start with your head, work your way all the way down to your toes, and see where you feel that intensity level in your body. Then go ahead and rate yourself on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the most intense, 0 it doesn't bother you at all. And if you were doing this video, more than likely you're not a 0. Okay, so then just acknowledge it, and we're going to move forward back to the eyebrow point. Eyebrow. I start making excuses, but deep down, I know the pain behind the weight loss struggles. A new event comes along, and I get motivated, and then the cycle continues. Under the eye. Exercise, eat super healthy, lose weight, stop, weight gain, and then demotivation. Under the nose. I'm so tired of this struggle. Chin. Some days I'm really harsh on my body. Collarbone, with what I eat or how I treat it. Under the arm. I might quickly walk past the mirror without really looking because I really just want to ignore the weight. Top of the head. Sometimes I think just ignoring it will help. Eyebrow, but it really doesn't help. Side of the eye. What if it's really a symptom of a bigger problem? Under the eye. What if the weight has been trying to tell me something? I just never listened. Under the nose. What has my body been trying to say? Chin. Today I kindly listen. Collarbone. I know deep down it's not about the weight. Under the arm. It's about how I feel about myself. Top of the head, which happens to be connected to past events. Eyebrow. I know it is, but I've tried to put that away. Side of the eye. Like maybe not look at it and hope it will go away. Under the eye. Sounds familiar. My body has been reminding me all along this time. Under the nose. It's time to heal this once and for all. Chin. I can do this. Collarbone. I never thought I had the courage to confront these painful things. Under the arm, but I really do. Top of the head. Who knew all of this was connected? Go ahead and take a deep breath and release. And I am going to ask you to pause the video. And if there are any other negative beliefs that come up for you, go ahead and tap through them. And when you have no other negative beliefs that you can think of in this moment, then resume with the video. We're going to go back to the eyebrow point. Maybe I can begin by being more loving to myself and my body. Side of the eye. Today I choose to speak to myself in a loving way. Under the eye. Today I choose to honor myself. Under the nose. I choose to allow myself to feel. Chin. I acknowledge that others hurt me and I've hurt myself. Collarbone. Today I choose to be inspired. Under the arm. Today I choose to forgive everyone for everything. Top of the head, including myself. I forgive myself for holding on to the pain, for not allowing myself to move forward, for holding myself back. Eyebrow. Today I choose self-love. Side of the eye. Today I choose to self-care in a way that feels appropriate while also honoring my body. Under the eye. Today I choose to love and accept myself as I am in this moment. Under the nose. Today I choose to be more loving to my body. Chin. Today I choose to love my divine temple. The divine temple that is my body. Under the arm. I choose to begin this journey to loving myself and accepting every part of myself just as I am. Top of the head. Today I choose me because I am good enough. Go ahead and take a deep breath and release. And what I'm going to ask you to do is go ahead and take a moment to figure out where you are on a scale of 0 to 10, with 10 being the intensity level being at a 10. And again, we want to go down as close to the 0 as possible. And with the first time, it may not be possible. It may just be okay that you go down a couple of points in intensity level, and that's okay. This process is about being kind and gentle and compassionate with yourself. Once you've completed, go ahead and take a deep breath and release. Write down anything that came up for you, any thoughts, any feelings, any insights. Go ahead and write those down for yourself. What I would recommend is that you continue doing this until you begin to really feel a shift and release all of these things. And normally I would recommend it be at least for 30 days. And continue every day, jot down any new thoughts that come up, any new experiences, any new feelings, any new insights, because those are the things that you need to tap on, those are the things that you need to release. If you've experienced any form of trauma in your life, again, many times the trauma manifests itself in the way it manifests itself in other ways in your life. And so it is time for you to feel that. It is time for you no longer to allow those things to continue to affect you. You are strong. You need it through all of those things. And now it's time to focus on you. It's time to take your power back, and it's time to just be the most amazing version of yourself. And so the way that we do that is we heal. And so if I can be in any way, if I can support you in any way or shape or form in your healing journey, do not feel free to reach out to me. Excuse me. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to hold this space for you. Bye.